Hi, welcome to BizLabs, Business Strategy Simulation. You have been entrusted with the responsibility of managing a company. It is going to be a complex task involving in-depth understanding of your products, customer preferences and strategic moves of competing companies. You operate in the highly competitive computers industry. All the details regarding consumers, products, competitors etc. would be provided to you at appropriate junctures as you proceed further into the simulation. Based on the information provided, you need to take certain decisions. The simulation then evaluates your inputs, compares against other players and provides the output in the form of company performance reports. Let me guide you through the simulation software. This is your homepage. On top left, your company name is visible. On the top right, you can see the period number. Each period is equivalent to 1 year of the real world. You have to take all your decisions within the allocated time for each period. The remaining time is always visible here. On the left-hand side, you can find the video panel. These videos would notify you of the task to be performed in each round and provide the requisite information to perform that task. After you have seen the video, you can proceed to enter the simulation by clicking here. This would take you to the dashboard that displays the result of your company's performance. Balanced scorecard approach is followed for evaluation. You can view your score on each of the performance indicators in the chart. The comments help you in improving your decisions. The total score is displayed at the top. Your rank among all the competitors in the market is displayed here. On the top panel, you can notice various icons. Each icon takes you to the respective department page where you have to specify your decisions. But before that, you must go through the reports. All reports are accessible via the tabs here. Clicking on it would show you the respective report. It helps you in analyzing your performance and also shows what the competitors are up to. Once you have studied the reports, done your analysis and taken the decisions, you may check the performance summary to get an indication of your future performance. Once you enter the sales estimates and generate the report, you immediately get an indicative cash flow and income statement. This would help you in fine-tuning your decisions. Start by watching the marketing video. All the best! In this round, you are being made in charge of the marketing department. The marketing page can be accessed via this icon. The tabs on the left show the different brands in your portfolio. For each brand, you need to decide the marketing mix. First is pricing. You need to enter the selling price in thousands of rupees for the first brand here. Note that this is not the MRP but the price at which you sell to distributors or retailers. The graph on the right displays the trend of price and sales for this brand. Next is segmentation. BizLabs has 5 different kinds of consumer segments: pragmatists, hermits, blue bloods, tech geeks, and wanderers. Pragmatists prefer well-established products with a good reputation. They are not looking at very high-end configuration and are satisfied with medium specs. Hermits are people who are looking for computers to perform just the bare minimum tasks. It is understandable therefore that they choose lower-end products nearing the end of product life cycle which are available at low price. Blue bloods are the tech-savvy upper-class people. They are extremely demanding and want the latest and best product in the market in terms of features and portability. Tech geeks require computers for high-performance computing needs. They are willing to shell out extra money for better product features. Portability is not a major concern for them. Wanderers, as the name suggests, travel a lot. For them, portability of the product is the most important criteria. Another unique aspect about this segment is that they prefer products which are more stylish. Based on your product features, decide on the appropriate segment to target with this product. After choosing the segment, you need to decide on advertisement budget for different kinds of media accordingly. Advertisement helps in building brand awareness. If you do not spend anything on advertisement, awareness would fall by 33% in a year. Also, to maximize your audience, you need to use a combination of different media. The reach of different media channels in various segments is different. The tooltips would guide you in deciding which media is better for which segment. For example, you can see here the reach of print media is good in pragmatists but poor in tech geeks. You would need to enter the amount of money you want to spend via this media channel here. The graph on the right shows advertisement expense breakup for current and previous periods. It also indicates the brand awareness level. The final decision under marketing is trade and consumer promotion. Consumer promotions include sale, discount, etc. on certain occasions. It typically causes a temporary increase in sales. It can also be used to induce trial among new consumers. Trade promotion, on the other hand, is a push strategy. It is used to give your sales channel partners some extra incentive to stock and push your products more. Enter your decisions here. You can view the trade and consumer promotion expenditure for the current and previous rounds in the chart on the right. Once you're done, click on the Save button to confirm your decisions. You can always come back to this page later to make any changes. Similarly, you need to take the marketing decisions for the remaining brands using the tabs here. To help you take all these inputs effectively, there are 3 important reports: segment analysis, brand profit and loss, and perceptual map. Let us first check the segment analysis. This report has a section for each segment. By default, you would see the pragmatist segment data. The first part of the report indicates the total demand, sales, and estimated growth rate for this segment. Note that this is the demand for all the products including your competitors. A very important piece of information is the data on what the consumers of the segment want. As you can see here, the pragmatists buy products with price range of Rs 32,000 to Rs 42,000. You can also see that age of the product is the most important consideration for them. The charts show awareness, accessibility, and service quality of all the companies in this market for this segment. So you can view your as well as your competitors' information here. This would indicate on which parameters you are better than other companies and on which parameters you are losing out. The chart in the middle shows the potential versus the actual market share for each company. Potential refers to the demand of your products in this segment based on price, product quality, features, accessibility, etc. A lower than potential actual market share means inadequate supply. The top products in this segment can be viewed in the table at the bottom. You can see all the important details like product name, market share, product features, awareness, accessibility, and service quality. Similarly, these details for the other segments can be accessed via these tabs. It is advisable that you study this report carefully before taking any marketing decisions. Second important report to study is the brand profit and loss statement. This shows the revenue as well as cost breakup for each brand. This would be extremely useful in monitoring which expenses are eating into your bottom line. Also, you would get to understand which of your brands are doing well in the market and which needs improvement. As you hover your mouse over the costs, you can also see how much is each element as a percentage of the revenue. In case you want to revisit earlier data, you can use these tabs to look at the same. The financial summary page shows the financial statements of all the companies in the industry. It contains cash flow statement, balance sheet as well as income statement. This is a useful way to benchmark your performance with the competitors. Learn more about your products in the Modify Products video. In BizLabs, you have the option to modify your products to suit the changing needs of your consumers. To modify your products, you need to click on the icon here. There are 4 characteristics of the product: features, portability, style, and age. Features score indicates how advanced are products' features like RAM, processor speed, HD storage, etc. The range for features is 1 to 20. Higher scores indicate better features. Portability score indicates how portable the product is. The range for portability is 1 to 20. Higher scores indicate more portability. Style score indicates how attractive the product is. The range for style is 1 to 100. Higher scores indicate better style and better design. Age is the perception about how old the product is. When a product's features or portability value is modified, people perceive the modified product to be younger. The age in such a scenario is perceived as half of previous age. Some segments like blue bloods would want to use products with low age, that is new products, whereas some segments like hermits would want to use products with a higher age, that is old and tested products. You can view the existing values on all these parameters here. If you decide to modify, you would have to enter the new values here. Product modification is a costly exercise as a company needs to do R&D to develop the product with revised specifications. The investment required to complete this project is visible here. As you can see, changing the product also has an impact on the raw materials cost per unit of the product. If you are satisfied with the new product specifications and the revised cost and investment, click on Save to confirm your decisions. On your right-hand side, you can see a perceptual map. This is a visual representation of your product's current perception in the market based on features and portability. For example, it can be seen that brand Andy has features score of 3 and portability score of 2.5. You can also see these circles with segment names. This shows what kind of product is desired by each segment. For example, hermits desire products with lower score on features and portability, whereas blue bloods desire products with high features and high portability. The closer your product is to the consumer's needs, the better are your chances to make the sale. Other products in your portfolio are accessible via these tabs. Let us now look at the Perceptual Map report. This report shows the perception of all the products in the market. It instantly gives you complete information about which product is targeting which segment. Also, which segments have more competition and which have less. Analyzing this report would help you in deciding on which segments to target by which product, which forms the basis for modifying your products. The consumer needs evolve over time and the trend is towards more portable products with better features. Therefore, to retain the market share, it is important for companies to innovate and create better products. You should also look at segment analysis report because it tells you what parameters are important for a segment. For example, style is important for wanderers. Even if the product looks appropriate on Perceptual Map for wanderers segment, majority of them wouldn't buy unless the product satisfies their need for stylish products. Operations management is a very challenging part of running a company as there are many uncertainties involved. Use this icon to access Operations page. You can see the tabs for each of your products here. First part is production planning. You have separate production lines for each product. And each line has a capacity limit indicated here. This is the maximum annual production if workers work in first shift only. Maximum 2 shifts are allowed. However, second shift labor costs are 50% higher than the first shift. You can see the current inventory at hand. The graph on the right displays the production, sales, and inventory history. You would need to decide on the production you want to do for this brand and enter your decision here. Next part, capacity takes 1 year to implement. However, capacity can be sold immediately. You can also modify the planned automation level. Higher the automation, lower is the manpower requirement and so lower is the production cost. The investment required to buy capacity or to change automation is shown here. The graph on the right displays your capacity planning history. Save to confirm your decisions. Similarly, you need to take these decisions for other brands as well using these tabs. To help you in taking these decisions, Production Analysis Report is provided. The Production Analysis reports detailed information about each product in the market, including sales and inventory levels, price, material and labor costs. Are you or your competitors building excess inventory? Excess inventory puts pressure on profits. Check your competitors' automation, capacity and plant utilization. Increases in automation reduce labor costs and this could indicate competitors might drop prices for those products. Did a competitor reduce capacity? Selling capacity reduces assets. Running the remaining capacity at 150% to 200% can improve return on assets, ROA. Good luck for next round of simulation. Finance department is an extremely important part of any organization. And it is no different in BizLabs. Access the finance page using this icon. Apart from overall cash flow and investment planning, there are 3 tasks that need to be done here. Manage equity, manage debt and manage working capital. As your organization grows, you would need money to fund your expansion. One of the ways of raising growth capital is equity. You can issue shares at the closing share price shown in the chart here. The maximum amount of stock that may be issued is shown here. You cannot exceed this limit. Equity investors get return from capital appreciation as well as dividend payouts. The amount of money to be given as dividend is to be decided by you. The chart shows your EPS in the previous year. You may decide to pay a certain portion of this EPS as dividend to your shareholders. Second way to raise money is via debt. Debt could be short-term or long-term. Which kind of debt is to be used depends upon the purpose of raising the loan. If you need finance for working capital, it can be raised via short-term debt. This is a 1-year loan. You can see the base rate for short-term debt here. Actual interest rate would depend upon your credit rating. Note that you cannot exceed the maximum limit indicated here. If, on the other hand, you want to invest in plant and machinery or for doing R&D, long-term debt may be raised. This is a 10-year loan. Every year 10% of the principal is prepaid. In case you have excess funds and you want to prepay this loan, you can enter the amount here. Note that this in excess to 10% being repaid automatically. You can see the base rate for long-term debt here. Actual interest rate would depend upon your credit rating. Note that you cannot exceed the maximum limit indicated here. Your debt equity position and credit rating are visible on the right-hand side. Save to confirm your decisions. How you make your financial decisions depends on how the money is being spent in other functional areas. However, to aid you in decision-making there are certain reports. The Financial Stats Report provides some of the important performance indicators like balance score, profit margin, market share, revenue and profits for all the firms in the market. The table below reports few key ratios like return on sale, return on assets, return on equity, etc. When a company's cash balance falls below 0, emergency loan is issued at 15% to continue its operations. This is also reflected in the statement. The stock market report tracks the performance of all the stocks in the industry. You can check how the stock of different companies has varied over time. The summary table at the bottom provides important data like price, market cap, book value, EPS, dividend, yield and price to equity ratio. Financial statements are available via the Financial Summary tab. It contains the cash flow statement, balance sheet and income statement of all the companies. This is extremely useful in benchmarking your performance with your peers. Analyze the reports carefully and I am sure you would do well.